Hello everyone, we have our first named tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico, and that is Tropical Storm Barry. As we can see, Barry is picking up intensity. Barry has slowed down in movement. It is now moving to the west at 4 miles per hour. And the pressure has dropped to 1,005 millibars, which means Tropical Storm Barry is strengthening. Here are a few of the projected paths. I am where that red circle is, so we're going to keep our eyes on this one, and we're going to head to the beach. Enjoy! All right, hello everyone. Today is July the 11th, 2019, and it is about 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we were just advised that Tropical Storm Barry has now been officially formed and named in the Gulf of Mexico. So where I am on Dauphin Island. It's a barrier island right off the coast of Alabama. Generally, we don't get surf like this, so the waves are up. You can see the high cloud tops to my due south, and you can see some of the rain bands that are sitting offshore. So what this storm is doing is it moved from our north, which is the crow flies in that direction, far into the distance, would be across the Mobile Bay, and keep going into the distance to the northeast, and you would end up in Georgia as the crow flies, a couple hundred miles away. So this storm moved from Georgia south, okay? As the crow flies, again, I'm panning down now directly to my east, down the coastline. And the wind is howling right now in my face. So it's probably 25, 30 mile an hour winds. And again, it's still very sunny. So the storm moved out into the Gulf of Mexico, shifted west, which brought the storm again directly in front of me. And currently, the center of circulation is almost to my due south, which is straight into that direction. Right now, it's moving west at 4 miles per hour, so it has slowed down. And that means for anybody from New Orleans to the east of New Orleans. So I'm to the east of New Orleans, but this time of year for New Orleans, it's very difficult for the city to handle tropical weather. Right now, their levee systems are already right at flood stage. And now this storm could bring another 2 to 4 feet of storm surge on top of that. So New Orleans is in a tough spot. So we have to remember, though, that the worst part of these storms is the northeast side, so the northeastern quadrant. So if the center of circulation, which is now to my due south, if it were to come on shore right around the boots of Louisiana or in the New Orleans area, and then move back towards the northeast this way, the northeastern or the right front quadrant, almost just got wet. The northeastern or the right front quadrant would have a lot of impact here on Dauphin Island. So this is a barrier island that gets flooded rather easily as well. So keep your eyes on this one. Everyone from Gulf Shores, Alabama, westward to here, Dauphin Island, which isn't very far away from Gulf Shores, to Biloxi, Mike Etter. Big shout out to Mike Etter, my fellow weather forecaster that is in the Mississippi coastal area, Biloxi, Gulfport area, which is just as the crow flies about 30 miles that way. And you can see he's already got high rain clouds, I want to say those are cumulonimbus clouds. Correct me if I'm wrong on there. But Mikey, my weather forecaster in Mississippi that called this storm before even Weather Channel's got a hold of it. So great prediction, great weather readings, Mikey. What's up? But check these cloud tops out that are probably right over the top of Mike now. So currently, as of the last update, I put some models up at the beginning of this video so you can get an idea of where this storm is forecasted to go. And it could very well turn north at any point in time and bring that right front quadrant ashore very near here where Mike is in Mississippi or in the New Orleans area. So hey, all hopes and best wishes for anyone in New Orleans that has to worry about the levee system holding. All right, I'm going to hand the camera to my my weather helper here. This is Liliana, my 10-year-old daughter. So she's gonna hold the camera. I don't think you'll be able to hear me, but I just want to give you an idea how big the surf really is. All right, so I'll try to keep my face close to this video. When I back up, you won't be able to hear me. So you can see. So the wind is blowing pretty good. So this storm is supposed to come on shore wherever it decides to come on shore around sometime on Saturday, early, give or take. The storm did slow down. The pressure has dropped to 105 millibars from 109, which means the storm has gathered strength. We were out playing tennis earlier. It was calm. The wind picked up. We got some squalls, pushed us off the tennis court. So it's weather video time. Let's go. All right, let's go. All right. So Lily's my weather video girl. Okay, she does big things for us here. So anyway, for right now, this will be one of my only updates until the models potentially change. But so far, it is a nice day here. Outside is some heavy wind. I can feel the raindrops in my face from way offshore because the southeasterly winds are pushing onshore and blowing the rain that you can see falling in the distance into my face from here. I'll show you. So hey, all in all, right now it's a pretty nice day, but the wind is kicking. I don't know if you can hear me, so hopefully you can hear this, but we'll check back in soon. This storm should continue to strengthen, and I think it very well may be a Category 1 storm when it touches down sometime on Saturday. So for now, best of luck to everyone, New Orleans eastward. Keep your eyes on this one. Good storm, surf's up, a little choppy, surf forecast. You probably get, you know, a lot of closed out waves at this point in time, not a lot of riding time. Kind of tough to stay on break because it's pushing so hard to the southeast. So if I paddled out here to surf, more than likely I would be a mile down the beach really quick. So I will see everybody soon. Woo! I will see everybody soon. And for now, keep your eyes on the weather. Tropical Storm Barry has now formed. Let's go! Come on! Let's go! A real quick addition to the end of the video. I stopped it and got ready to load it. I think that I'm going to predict where landfall of the storm will happen. Right now, the spaghetti models are kind of coming together just to the west of New Orleans. I don't think that will happen. I think Mike in Mississippi and the Gulfport, Biloxi area has a better chance of really square on weather. So I say northeastern or right front quadrant will come ashore somewhere in the Mississippi area, maybe western Mississippi, which should bring the strongest weather right here to Dauphin Island or right where Mike is in Mississippi. Mike, keep me up to date on what you got over there. And let's get this storm on video. Let's see what can happen here. Here we go, guys. Take care. Surf's up. And this is Lily, as always. We give shots out to Lily. You alright, Lily? Alright. Alright, this is a quick view of the north side of Dauphin Island, Alabama, where I am. So, a moment ago, I was on the other side of the street in the distance looking out into the Gulf of Mexico, looking to my south in that direction. So now on this same island, you kind of gauge how narrow this island is. So there's where I was on the beach. So this is the width of the island. And now there's the Mobile Bay. And just across in the distance is coastal Alabama. So you can see the coast over there. Okay? And there is the bridge that connects this island to the Alabama Gulf Coast. So hopefully you can see that. Okay? So just in a short period of time, I just drove from one part of the beach to the other part of the beach, and you can look at the sky. So we are having very minimal feeder bands moving in at this point. This is the outermost point of the rotation. If you watch slowly, you can watch the clouds kind of rotating through the sky, moving relatively rapidly. Here and there. So a nice sight. Again, this storm shouldn't make any type of landfall until sometime Saturday. So if there's any intense squalls that come through here on this island, I'll definitely video them. Might keep me informed of what's going on in the Mississippi coastal area. Send me any videos to patch in on the next one if you can. But it's so far, it's a really nice day, but the weather is starting to crumble downhill a little bit, but nothing major at this point. So it is raining on me now, so I don't know if you can see the raindrops on the sunglasses, but it's raining. It's kind of been off and on all day, but I would forecast probably here 5 to 7 inches of rain in the New Orleans area. If it rains 5 to 7 inches on top of 2 to 4 feet of storm surge, on top of historically high water levels around the levees and the Mississippi River area in New Orleans, it could spell disaster for those in New Orleans. So keep your eyes on this one. Even though it may not get that bad, it could still spell disaster for quite a lot of people. So take care. We'll see you soon. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, the northeastern or the right front quadrant of this storm is generally the most hazardous. So keep your eyes on it, see where it goes. Much respect to everyone in New Orleans. We'll keep our eyes on this one. Until then, stay safe, watch the weather, and we will see you next time.